You know, before I was a big shot occultist samurai who had all of the cool spells and cool swords and all that stuff. I was a young boy occultist samurai, and I was being raised by my single mother. And she said to me one day, she said, "No, Jeremy, you cannot order pizza tonight. We have pizza at home." Pizza at home, she said. So I went into the kitchen and I took a little tin of pre-made biscuits. American biscuits. Like, Pillsbury biscuits. But they weren't Pillsbury biscuits. They were like Walmart brand biscuits. And I took those and I put them on a baking sheet. And I preheated the oven as per the directions on the biscuit tin. And then I put a little bit of pasta sauce, just like Walmart brand jarred pasta sauce, on the biscuit. And then a little bit of shredded mozzarella, but not real mozzarella, like Walmart brand shredded mozzarella. And then also some pepperonis. I put some pepperonis on there as well. And then I put the baking sheet with the biscuits and all the sauce and toppings into the oven, as per the biscuit tin's instructions. And I cooked the biscuits. And then I had little biscuit pizzas, and I was just eating them up. Just eating them up. And from that day forward, I learned a lesson about maybe not having all the cool stuff that all the other kids have, but I did have fun little biscuit pizzas. And so, when I got onto the internet and I saw everyone was using this cool new sword called Rivers of Blood, as a young occultist samurai, I thought to myself, man, that sounds really awesome, Rivers of Blood. I might want to use that sword. But then I thought to myself, what would my single mother have thought if I had spent money on that? And so I said, we've got Rivers of Blood at home. And so I took the Naga Kiba. It was my grandfather's, my great-grandfather's, and it's been passed down through the generations, the Naga Kiba. And I decided I would make Rivers of Blood at home. Have you seen the price? There's those websites now where you can buy items on Elden Ring for Elden Ring. You can buy them. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. I want you to know that in real life, right now, I'm having to pay for my dog to have very expensive procedures done, very expensive medical procedures, and it costs me a lot of money, and it sucks, and I have to drive forever to take him to his treatments. And one of those websites offered to pay me $500 a month, every month, as long as I included a link to this stupid website on the videos. And even then I was like, I literally can't do this. It is such a scam that I cannot even bring myself to do it, even though I could really use the money right now. But I have Rivers of Blood at home, so I have to save money. You see how it is? I've got to save money where I can, so I can't afford to buy Rivers of Blood on that website for $5. And I'm an occultist samurai. I'm an edgy occultist samurai, and so it never occurred to me to simply just go on Reddit or find a public Discord and just go in there and be like, hey, Could somebody drop me Rivers of Blood? I don't know to do that, because this is the first time I've ever played a From Software game. I usually play MMORPGs, like Final Fantasy XIV, which is free to play, I think. Or it's free to play for a while, I'm not sure. But the point is, for a savvy consumer like myself, it doesn't cost a lot of money to play Final Fantasy XIV. Anyway, I've got Blood Flame Talons, and I've got the Naga Kiba, and I've got Blood Flame Weapon, and I've got Throw Blood Everywhere spell, Blood Boon. I've got these spells, and I have my trusty great-great-grandfather's Naga Kiba, and I have Rivers of Blood at home. And look, you'd never know the difference. Because they're dead. So they can't tell the difference between, you know. But my thing is cooler. It's way cooler. Because I made it myself. Hello. Hi. 4th grade. Hello, Mrs. Krabappel's 4th grade elementary school. I'm here to show off my sword. It's called Rivers of Blood at Home. For a young, edgy samurai, occultist like myself. I made this. Please stop laughing at me. I made Rivers of Blood at home. I have the combo, I can use it, people bleed out, I edge walk away. And you might be thinking like, it's funny that he edge walks away. But I want you to know that I would edge walk anyway, even if I wasn't making this video with this particular, because I mean, like, look at this guy. He definitely, I mean, look at me. I am definitely a slow edge walker, and also a day walker. Yeah, I'm a vampire too. I'm also a vampire. This is original content. Do not steal it. I am a vampire occult samurai who traveled from humble origins. My mother, I said, can I become a werewolf? And she said, we have werewolf at home. And so I became a vampire. How about that plot twist right there? He's a vampire. It's crazy to think about. I want you guys to know that I wrote that in 7 minutes. Yeah. That was freestyle, baby. I'm the Jay-Z of Souls videos. It's all off the dome, one take. That's it. That's all they get. I don't have a lot of time. I'm about to start streaming. So yeah, but this is I think this build is finished. I think, like, he's got all the cool stuff, you know, and it worked out really well, much better than I had anticipated. That Blood Flame Talons is so much cooler than I had anticipated. It worked out really well. Blood Flame Blade is cool. I was using lightning infused weapons. But if we're gonna buff with Blood Flame Blade, we go Keen instead of Lightning. Lightning is gonna get you more damage overall, but you know, you can't buff a weapon that's lightning infused. So we go Keen. You can keep Lightning on the Wakizashi if you want. If you were to make a build like this, and especially if you like using the L1 attacks. I don't use them that often, but I think that's what I've done. I think the one is still lightning, because I was making my way through Mount Gelmir, and you know, there's all those abductor virgin things, and they're weak to lightning. So I was like using lightning to, you know, open up their weak spot, and I think after that I just kept it lightning. Now in these clips, I'm pretty sure it's not lightning. I think it's Keen infused in some of these clips, but I went back and made it lightning again. So that's Whistle. He's made the journey from his humble origins into vampire occult samurai. He's got rivers of blood at home, and obviously this is not as good as Rivers of Blood. Rivers of Blood is better than this. It does more damage. It does more bleed. But you know, I'm a contrarian, and so I'm gonna do something different. And so I did something different. I guess the real contrarian move would be to just use Rivers of Blood unapologetically, and just, you know, just use it and be like, that's the real move of the stubborn person who just does things that people don't like. I have I'll be streaming. I've had people come in chat and be like, this noob's using Rivers of Blood. But I'm not using Rivers of Blood. So you're the noob person who said that. In your face. Get owned. Get absolutely owned. Check this out. Verticality. The quickest verticality in the game. Verticality any percent. Verticality off of elevator onto branch. Back onto elevator any percent. The best to ever do it. I'm the best to ever do that. And no one can take that away from me. I guess I should point out what I like about the Nagakiba, right? I like the Nagakiba because it has big poke R2s, which means if a person swings at you and you dodge the swing, and they go to swing again, and you're pressing R2, most weapons will miss you because they don't have a lot of forward momentum in this game. And when you do the R2, your character's like hitbox gets real small because you sort of like not crouch, but you know, you make your body small. That's what I'm getting at. I don't know how to put this, but yeah, it's easy to, if somebody takes a swing after you've dodged and you're charging up an R2, you're probably going to hit them, and they're not going to hit you. And this thing is so long that it can hit pretty good out of stuff like that. And that's the same way that I used to use the Lothric Knight Sword, Baldur Side Sword, you know, Fume Knight Sword, all those weapons. Just insane reach on the R2s, or the heavy attacks. I'm sorry. I play on PlayStation, so they're heavy attacks. They're R2s to me, but they're, I guess, heavy attack. The R1s are fine. They're like little katana R1s. Unfortunately, not as good as, you know, straight sword R1s. But straight sword R1s in this game, you know, they don't do a lot of poise damage, and a lot of people are poised up, you know. So, but yeah, Rivers of Blood at home, Occult Samurai, and it's great. We love it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Later, y'all.